Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Vet Tech Show. We're your hosts, Ben and Ethan, and we've got some exciting tech news for you here at bedtime. We're just going to kind of throw it all out there tonight. So, first thing that I'd kind of like to talk about is the new hardware that Valve decided to announce. They announced quite a few things. They announced the new Steam machine, a new VR headset and goggles, and um, seems pretty wild what they're doing. It looks like pretty much this is kind of a jab at the new Xbox that's going to be coming out and seems like a direct competitor what they're doing with their Steam machine.
Yeah, this was like really surprising to me actually. And like as soon as this thing dropped, all my feed was Steam just won console wars. Like
Yeah.
rip to the PlayStation and the Xbox. Which fair enough.
Uh-huh.
Um what are your thoughts around it, man? Like
I
tell me
I
some
th
more.
I think it's really cool. I mean, it's a little cube, so it's pretty much the GameCube. And I think there was a missed opportunity. They should have just called it the Steam Engine, but you know, Steam Machine's not too bad itself.
Yeah.
However, it looks pretty cool. It seems to have they said probably comparable hardware capacity to like a 5070 right now. So it's not going to be like a overly over the top powerhouse. It is going to run Steam OS, which if anybody has had the opportunity to use Steam OS on the Steam Deck, it's a pretty seamless operating system. And it works really well with optimizing for gaming with not having um, as much hardware resources because you don't have a lot of the Windows bloat, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be pretty cool. What I am a little apprehensive with is
Hmm.
what they're going to price it as. Um, I mean, it's been announced for a little over a week now. There have been some interviews that they've had. I know Linus from Linus Tech Tips had an opportunity to meet with some of their development team with it. And he asked them about a $500 price, and nobody even like batted an eye. So it's not going to be $500. It's going to be more than that. Um, Most likely, it's probably going to be in the $700 to $800 price range, which which has me a little conflicted. It's definitely not going to be a console here, but it, it so it's going to be kind of in that PC market. And so it's going to be interesting what type of target audience they're going to have with this. Because generally, like people that already have PCs, they've already got like average of about $1,000 to $1,500 PCs that can already do what this can. So they're not going to be aiming for that market, but people that are in the console market may not be willing to pay that much. What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, you make a good point. I think in my mind, I think this is kind of like a stepping stone, kind of like the middle ground or the next step from um for console gamers to shift towards PC. That's kind of like the only place where I would see it. But at the same time, if I was shifting away from console, I'd probably want to take that same amount of money and just kind of do my own thing with a PC.
Mhm.
If it's going to be priced that, like we don't really know, but if it's going to be more than the current consoles, then I'd probably want to try and have fun and build my own PC. With that being said, I do think this is kind of a step in that middle ground section where transitioning gamers from consoles to PC, I think Steam goes there. It also just allows Steam to be more involved in the hardware game. Um, and I think that they're trying to do that more and more, obviously, by putting out more hardware. Um, I I don't know if the specs are incredible. I don't think they necessarily are incredible, but I think they're pretty good. Um, and I'm really curious to know what they price it as based on those specs that they currently have. Um, I'm with you though. Like, I don't know if consoles. Personally, if I were to buy a new console, which I don't know if I will, um, in the next generation, but if I were to buy a new console, I would definitely look at this and say,
Mhm.
is this is this better than what the other options are for the price point? And when you and we've talked about how potentially Xbox is ramping up the market, and kind of training the market based on their price increases uh, to be used to higher prices for their hardware for their consoles. And so maybe the next gen Xbox is around the same price in the high hundreds. I don't think they'll be over 1,000, but in the high hundreds, So I like the idea of the Steam Deck, or not the Steam Deck, sorry, the Steam machine, which should be the Steam engine. I like the idea of the Steam machine, but I kind of wish I knew price point, and I kind of wish it had a little bit better specs. Like I wish it had a little bit better. Oh, I think it's
Yeah.
like the RX 7600.
Yeah.
Um, and it can't like handle like 4K native. I think it's gonna rely, like what I was reading is like it's gonna rely heavily on the what is it, like the scaling of the
Upscaling.
resolution. Yeah,
Hmm.
upscaling, yeah. Was it
Yeah.
FSR? Something like that.
Yeah. FSR, if it's got a Radeon, they're using NVIDIA, then it'll be a DLSS.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, candidly, the PS5 and the Xbox, they do a lot of upscaling as well because their
Mm.
hardware is definitely not up to being able to push 4K. It's just upscaled to that resolution.
Yeah, what I do like about the Steam machine is you get access to the Steam's OS
Oh
and
yeah.
the games and the deals of the games. You're
Oh
not
yeah.
pigeonholed by Xbox's price gouging of their games or their what a Game Pass.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, Steam, like you'd have access to hundreds of games, except for the games that are, only available on Windows specifically. So I mean that excludes a few, probably like Call of Duty, just because the anti-cheat. So you wouldn't be able to run that on it unless they kind of get around that. But I know you can't run Call of Duty on a Steam Deck.
Yeah, but maybe at the end of the day, that might actually happen on Steam Machine.
Yeah. Um,
So,
I think I like this because it'll probably push a lot of developers more towards um, Linux-based operating
mm,
for their games and optimization. So they'll allow more options, which I'm always up for. I'm always
yeah,
up for additional options for people to have with what they're doing. But
yeah.
with
I
this, I'm also kind of worried. I mean, I think this is great. I think it's going to force Xbox to keep their price down, even though I don't think their price is going to be lower.
mm,
Because everything that I've heard with what they've been saying is like this is going to be a premium machine, and the price is going to match that.
dang,
Which, I,
dang,
which I'm thinking, it's probably going to be a $1,200 system.
that's crazy to me.
Which nobody that has a console wants to pay that much for a console.
Well, even I feel like even then, like even Xbox players are like, why would I do that 1,200 when I could just go and have like a fun creative experiment and build my own PC?
Hmm.
Or even buy like a pre-built. There's some pretty good pre-builts you can get.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know if Xbox is doing the right thing there if they price it that high, but it sounds like they might based on what you were saying.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it seems to be an end of an era. I mean, not only in our friends group, but also with Xbox and everything that they have. So it's almost like we're seeing the death of Xbox in real time here.
Yeah. The world of gaming is for sure changing. I feel like it's becoming more, even though there's like crossplay, I feel like it's becoming a little disparate of like there's so many different ways to play games and so many different systems, and yeah, and everything's becoming more and more expensive. So our friend group is it is a little sad with our friend group of like we're not seeing people play as much. And so it's kind of a bummer, you know?
I know it used to be like every weekend at least five of us were on.
Hmm. And now it's like
Um,
maybe one or two.
yeah, if that.
Yeah, I'm partially at fault. Not partially. I am at fault. I am at fault. I have not been gaming. I have not been gaming lately. Um, but like almost every new generation of consoles, there's like drop off, I feel like,
Mhm.
of the older generation of gamers, you know? Because they're like, oh, I stopped playing on the last generation of console. Is it worth me investing all that money if I'm not playing that much, you know? And so you have drop off where people don't adopt the new gen. And so your friends, they're not on the new system or the new or on the PC, and then they're not playing the new games and
Yep,
you lose people to play with, which is a bummer.
it is.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure we still have a couple people in our group that are still on Xbox One.
Yes, we do. We do.
So
Which is wild, you know?
I know that was that was like 10 years ago
Yeah.
over that.
Yeah. Crazy. Sorry. And for everyone watching, I am eating sushi right now. So apologies on that. I'm hungry. So don't get mad.
You got to do what you got to do. So
Yeah. I apologize. It might be rude to eat in front of everyone. So apologies. Man's got to eat though. But yeah, good call out here. This is a great piece of article, great piece of news. I don't know much about the VR headset. I didn't look into that much. The Steam Deck was what was on my, not Steam Deck, the Steam machine was on my feed a lot though. And I remember seeing like the boxy square of it. I don't know
yeah.
much about the VR headset.
Well, I know this is going to be like their second generation VR headset. They did have a first generation that is um, going to that they've had for quite a while now. But this one is going to be kind of similar to other headsets. I'm hoping it's cheaper than $999, which what their first generation was. So
Jeez, that's more than I thought it would be.
yeah, so I'm hoping it's like in line with their like the MetaQuest 3
Yeah.
price point.
Hmm.
But I think it'd be really cool to have like specifically Valve branded VR headset that works really optimized with how Steam is. Because that's, I mean, for anyone who does VR gaming, that's mostly where their VR games are going to be held, is in Steam, anyways. So,
Yeah. It's really hard to beat the MetaQuest. It's really hard to beat that with the price point that it's at. And you don't even have to get the newest one. You can get a used one for
yeah,
that has solid performance and a good price point. So it's hard to beat that for sure. I hope you're right. I'm with you on the price. I hope they match it because it's hard to justify the premium when you're like, the MetaQuest though. I mean, it's only a couple $100
yeah.
and you get a solid device.
I mean, the price of performance on the Meta Quest is pretty solid.
Hmm. I would agree.
I mean, especially compared to Apple's iteration of it and whatever garbage they've got going on with
Yeah.
that line. And then there's also the PlayStation VR 2, but with that you have to have a PlayStation. So even though it is a cheaper VR headset, is it really cheap when you have to have the system to go with it?
Yeah, like a $500 system as well. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. The new one from Steam is called the Steam Frame. It says standalone wireless headset. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Dang, dude. Valve Index VR kit. That's their first one. $999, like you were saying. Man, it's so much money.
No wonder their CEO has like 18 yachts.
And didn't we look into it? Didn't we look into Valve how like there's not a lot of people working at the company
Yeah.
and the amount of revenue they have is incredible. And so everyone's getting like they could be getting paid like a ton of money just because they're so lean.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are. And I mean, because I think they take like a 30% cut on all of game sales through their platform. And they
Wow.
have a sale like pretty much all the time, some sort of sale.
Hmm.
And I know like their whole ploy is they want you to buy games and never play them. And and everybody that has Steam knows this because we have a whole bunch of games and
Yeah.
half of them we don't play.
Hmm.
I know I'm the same way. I spend a whole bunch of games because they're free. They're on not free. They're on discount.
They're so
So
cheap. Yeah.
yeah,
You're like,
like
oh my gosh, this game. I wanted to play this game. It's so cheap. I might as well buy
yep,
it right now.
yep.
That's
But yeah,
funny.
and there's like one game that I play out of the 10 million that I have.
Yeah. What's the what's that gaming problem that people talk about, or like the relationship with gaming is when you're young, you have all the time but no money. And when you're older, you have all the money but no time.
Yep.
And so it's like, what would you rather have, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably the time.
Yeah, probably the time for sure. And then just have parents that were nice enough to pay for the games.
Yeah, holidays.
Yep.
Speaking of holidays are coming up right around the corner.
Speaking of holidays, should we go over our favorite Black Friday tech
Mm.
deals?
Yeah, Black Friday tech deals. There's some really good ones. There's other ones that I'm like, wah, that's lame. Let's not do that. Um,
What are you gearing for this
okay,
year in your Black Friday tech deals?
let me give you a little hint here. These
Oh,
guys, these guys, hold on. This little dingle dongle on the side here is broken on both of them. They still technically work, but like they're just broken.
they're
These are
hanging on.
Wise wireless headphones, and I actually really like the Wise products.
Hmm.
They make cameras, they make smart home accessories, and I had those. I bought them for $50, and they actually work incredible. But my wife was like, "Hey, I saw your headphones were broken. Let's look at some headphones for you." So there's two that I've been looking at. The first one is Sony, the WH-1000 XM5. Those are on
Oh,
sale on Amazon, about 40% off. I was like, "That's
great
sweet."
headphones, by the way.
Really?
Yeah,
Really? Okay.
amazing.
All right.
If you love the over the ear headphones, the
Yeah.
noise canceling is great, and they have a really good sound stage. Not like over bassy, but it's a really good balanced sound stage.
The other ones that I'm competing against with the Sonys are the Bose Quiet Comfort, the Ultra Bluetooth headphones, also over ear. Um, and those are similarly discounted. I think Black Friday, um, they'll be discounted a little bit more than what they currently are on Amazon. Maybe not, but it's like about $300 for these headphones, and they're normally in the 400s, close to
Hmm.
500. So it's a pretty good discount. But I think the Sony is what I'm leaning towards more.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
I would say if you prioritize noise cancellation, um,
Mhm.
Sony is going to have a better noise cancellation profile than
Cool.
Bose. And
Okay.
I think the sound is a little bit better. I know Bose used to be really good, like when noise canceling was like first a thing, kind of they were kind of the king, but I think
Yeah.
Sony has done a really good job of um, reiterating and evolving in that space. And I think they're on top.
Yeah.
In my
Yeah. That's good to know. I agree with you. Like when noise canceling first came out, Bose was the the brand for noise canceling. You know, you get on an airplane and you knew people were like top class when they pulled
opinion.
out their Bose, you know. You're like, "Oh wow, you got the Bose." Okay. All right. Um but yeah, Sony I my son has a pair of Sony headphones and they're cheap. Well, they're like lower end. I won't say cheap. They're like lower end, you know, but they still work great. And I've heard good things about Sony. I almost pulled the trigger on Sony's about 4 or 5 years ago when I bought these Wise headphones. Um, and I just didn't end up pulling the trigger. So yeah, I might get those. Um, I got another item, but I want to ask you if you got anything on your list.
Um, so something that I don't know if it's necessarily a Black Friday deal, but it's a pretty good deal.
Hmm.
The Switch 2 at Costco.
Oh yeah, I saw that, the deal
Yes. So
package.
yeah, the package deal. So we're get that. That's going to be our family Christmas present
Oh,
for
dude,
the
that's
year.
so sick. What
So
game does it come with again? Is it
comes with Mario Kart.
Mario Kart? Yeah, yeah.
And
That's
then
great.
also it comes with like the subscription to online and the expansion pack. So you get like all the N64 retro games as
Oh
well as
yeah.
like GameCube and whatnot. And so I'm like,
Yeah.
that that's like that's almost worth it just for
Dude,
that.
I agree. I agree. That's so fun. That's so fun. And the kids play those retro games. It's so fun, you know. That's sweet. Yeah, I saw that deal and I was like, "Oh, that's really interesting." My kids love We have the Nintendo Switch 1 and my kids love it. They're always playing it. My son was playing it tonight. He's playing Minecraft on it tonight. He just he just gets it, sits on the couch, puts on his Sony headphones, and just plays Minecraft. It's great.
Oh,
It's
that's
fun.
awesome.
Yeah, it's a good time. That's a good gift for you guys.
What games
Um,
do you have for your Switch?
yeah, we got a couple. So Minecraft is a big one for my kids. They love building in Minecraft. We have Fortnite, obviously. They don't play that as much. My second son, he plays Fortnite more. He actually just had a Fortnite birthday party today.
Oh, sweet.
And other ones that we play, we have Mario Party. We play that as a family. Probably more. We probably should play it more than we have because it's fun. Mario Kart, obviously, and we got Zelda, the first one.
Tears of the
Oh
Kingdom.
shoot, let's see. What'd you say?
Tears of the Kingdom.
No, wasn't there one before that?
Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild. Yep, we have Breath of the Wild. And that one's cool. I'm trying to get my boys more into that. And then we have Super Smash Brothers, and it's a love-hate relationship with Super Smash because when I play with my kids, I absolutely demolish them. And they end up usually whining, complaining, sometimes crying. But yeah, it's fun. Um, we have that. I bought some like games for myself. I bought some like first-person shooter games. Um, I think I bought like Wolfenstein. There's a couple others. A FIFA. I have FIFA on there because initially we bought the Switch for me, actually. My wife got it for me because I was traveling a lot for work, and
Uh-huh.
so like I'd bring on airplanes and stuff. Um, but now my kids took it over and they play it.
Yeah.
Um, it's fun. We like the Switch a lot. It's the most used console in our house for sure, hands down.
Nice.
Yeah, probably used more than the TV. Like they'll play the Switch more than they'll watch
Watch
TV, I feel
TV.
like. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they love it. They really like playing Switch.
That's
Hmm. So it's good. I'm a little jealous you guys are getting the Switch too. That'd be fun.
Yeah, the only reason we're getting it's because we've kind of been holding out on getting a Switch, and then all of a sudden I guess all of a sudden, with like 10 years later, they announced they announced the Switch too, and I'm like, oh, I guess we might as well
Yeah,
get into that.
for sure. I don't blame you. It looks like a fun console. The other one that I was looking at was all right, don't hate me for this. I don't know why you'd hate me, but maybe you'd judge me. The other one I was looking at was a drone, a
Oh,
DJI drone. Um, there's a drone called the Neo, and it's like they're cheap. I keep saying cheap, and that I don't want that to reflect the build quality. That's purely reflected in the price. So it's more economical. It's more affordable. They're
entry
more
level.
affordable drone. Entry level drone. There you go. Thank you, Ethan. It's their entry level drone. $159, which is really
Oh,
cheap. It's
that
not,
is that is a great price.
dude, exactly. Exactly. It's not significantly percentage off. Like it's like 20% off, but the price point is so hard to beat. $159 for like a solid drone from a quality maker. It's got a lot of cool built-in features. It's 4K camera. Um, it's self-flying. It's got a lot of cool
Got all
features.
those. That's everything you need.
Everything you need. Everything you need. And so for me as a wannabe creator on social media, I thought it'd be kind of cool to get one. And then I could just do it like if I go out runs or
Hmm.
vacations or whatever it might be, you just have this little drone that you can fly around. I previously had a drone. I did a Target tryout, where you buy it, you got 14 days to check it out, return
Uh,
it. I did end up returning it, but I used it for a Hawaii vacation and I actually really liked it. I just thought now's not the time. So that's another one I'm looking at is the DJI Neo.
ooh,
So
nice.
yeah, yeah.
Um, what some things I've been looking at getting a handheld gaming console.
Ooh, have you?
Yes. So I know the Asus ROG Ally just got released.
Yep.
Um, and I don't necessarily want to spend as much for the Ally X. So I found Best Buy's been having some good deals on like older generation stuff.
Mm.
And I got the previous ROG Ally X.
Oh, you did. You
Yeah,
pulled the trigger already.
I did.
Nice.
So we're gonna we're gonna test that out and see how that goes. It'll be
Are
nice.
you wrapping it up and saving it, or you're just like, no, this is mine. I'm playing it.
So I'm gonna get it all set up and then wrap it up. And
Mm.
then that way, Christmas, you can go.
Yeah, you're ready to go.
Yeah. I'm doing that with our Switch also.
A good
So
call.
so that
Such a good call.
because it's like takes like a day to get everything set up. So
That
yeah.
that honestly is like the crappiest thing about technology these days, especially gaming, is you buy it, but then it's not like insta play,
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I have to like download the game and I have to be online and I have
Uh-huh.
to wait for it to be ready to go. I distinctly remember, bro. I distinctly remember the Christmas morning we got the N64. Bro, it was so fun. Hooked it up to the TV right away.
You're
We're
playing
playing
right
Donkey
there.
Kong. Oh my gosh, it was so good. It was so good. Me and my brother just going at it. It was so fun. And that's how it should be. So I'm stoked that you're setting it up for your kids before Christmas. That's
Yeah.
sweet.
So yeah, got that all planned. Because I mean, yeah, I remember like, getting PlayStation 2 Christmas and just hooking it up, loading a game, and it's already there. I
Yeah,
mean, that's the pinnacle experience of um childhood gaming.
100%. Yeah.
So,
I
so
mean
yeah.
that was like my son earlier today. He had, his birthday party and he just wanted to open the presents right then and there and start using them. You're so excited for the thing
Uh-huh.
that you have. You want to start using it and playing with it and like enjoying that thing.
Yeah.
So that's cool. That's
So yeah.
exciting.
Yeah,
What was the price point, if you don't mind me asking?
so it was 700 for the ROG Ally X,
Nice.
which is I
That's
think
awesome.
normally a $900. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That'd be so fun. When you're traveling, driving, hanging out at home, whatever,
Hmm.
you don't have to take up a TV or
Yeah.
be on your computer.
Yeah, exactly. I'll just be able to sit on the couch and game away.
Yeah. Wife can watch her show or read her book and you can game your game. I love that.
Yeah, she can watch The Gilded Age while I play the games.
Yeah. That sounds like the dream. I feel like I need to get that. My wife turned on Secret Lives of Mormon Wives the other night, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not watching this trash TV. But she loves it. She eats it up. So I feel like maybe I need to get a handheld.
You should. That way, like when our wives are watching shows, then we can just game with each other.
We're just chilling. Yeah, that'd be epic.
And then I don't that kind of seems like biggest technology things that we're getting this year.
Yeah, I was looking through a couple other deals to see if there's anything good. Apple never really has like amazing deals. They've got some decent ones that are like 20% off. They're tablets or iPads, some
Hmm.
stuff like that. But another thing that I was looking at, and this is kind of like again back to like the creator aspect that in my life of like being social media and stuff. I like to record a lot of like vacation videos when we go on
Hmm.
vacation. And DJI came out with a new action camera, like a GoPro competitor,
Hmm.
but it has a custom frame aperture that you can have. It's like you can have 16 by 9 and 9 by 16 at the same time.
Whoa.
Yeah. And so then it's like you can auto crop to vertical or horizontal. And that is like the one
Wow.
thing that so many creators have had a problem with is like, how do I film for YouTube and social media at the same time?
Uh-huh.
And in the past, people would have to film super wide or like by like a 4x4 or something and then just crop in. But DJI made this like they call I don't know if this is the right term. I'm not a camera videographer techie. So I apologize for anyone who is, and I'm ruining it. But they're saying it's like the first action camera that's like open gate and custom frame aspect. And so yeah, it's pretty sick where you can film vertical and horizontal at the same time. And
Yeah,
that
that's pretty sweet.
that really caught my eye. Yeah. I think it's a DJI Action Cam 6. That's the
Okay.
one.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to check that out. That sounds pretty sweet.
Hmm.
Um, I know our friends group have been like, we've been talking about monitors lately and
Yeah.
all sorts of things, and there's lots of good deals on monitors now. Um, I was like surprised at how well OLEDs have kind of come down in price for Black Friday because
Oh,
usually those
really?
are, yeah, I mean usually those are astronomical and
Mhm.
super unaffordable, but now they're slightly attainable.
Now they're just slightly unaffordable.
So for anybody that's looking into a good OLED, now may be the time to go for it if you don't want to wait for another couple of years.
I know we talked about monitors, and I think you said in your group chat you don't have an OLED.
Correct, I do not.
Are your TVs OLED though?
No, our so we're weird and we only have one TV.
That's so
Um,
weird.
it's we call it Stevie the TV.
I like
So
that.
um, shout out in the comments if anybody gets that reference. However, um, it's a mini LED TV
Okay.
because Samsung doesn't have an 8K OLED.
Mm.
And I wanted to do the 8K because were we made terrible life decisions. We got a 90 inch.
Oh, nice. Had to
So
go smaller, I guess,
yeah,
huh?
we didn't want to get the big one. But,
Yeah. I'm glad you didn't get the big one. Sometimes that's overwhelming.
so yeah, because they didn't make an OLED, we just got the mini LED. And because it was that big, I didn't want like it to become really pixelated, so we went with the 8K.
Nice. Okay. And it looks good.
Yeah, it's been pretty nice. We when we got it, we got the previous year model, so it was a little bit cheaper um, at the time, and it's still held up really good so far.
That's great. I'm trying to think of the model that we have because we have a Samsung too. I also didn't want to go big. So I got an 85 inch,
Nice.
slightly smaller than yours, didn't want to go big. So we have an 85 inch. And I'm trying to remember what we got. I don't think it's a mini. Let me let me see. I'm gonna look it up really quick. Samsung. Maybe it is. Mm, I think we got the Crystal UHD.
Ooh,
I think that's what we got. It was more economical. It was entry level. Small size. So
yeah, small size.
entry level.
the one thing that I wasn't expecting, and I should have realized this, but you know, the bigger the TV, the more the thing weighs, and it makes it challenging to mount those things on the wall.
Bro, it's so challenging. And they're not like it's not just heavy, they're so awkward. They're like
Yes.
so awkward shape.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it used to be like, you know, those 55-inch, you could mount those one-handed, no problem. Like
Yeah.
you'd do that blindfolded. And
Oh
so I was
yeah.
thinking, you know, 90 inches shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah,
No,
it's only
that
40 inches more.
yeah, that's
Nothing.
it goes to the HNL, whole nother level.
Very true. Very true. That's funny. Yeah, I remember when I was mounting mine, I was like, I need help. It's funny because I actually got I so I when I bought the Samsung 85 inch, I actually bought a 60-inch frame TV from like Samsung as
Mhm.
well at the same time. And I went and I picked up both on my own. And I was like, after I picked them up on my own, I realized, holy crap, this 85 is heavy and big. I need help mounting this. And it was like late at night. I didn't have like any help. I was trying to figure it out. So I had like wait like 2 days to have someone come help me. And yeah, it was kind of a mess, but it worked out. We have it up now. So
Nice. I'm impressed that you were able to pick up the that big of a TV on your own.
oh
Because
dude, I yeah.
because when we ordered it, they brought a semi truck. That was like the only thing in the semi truck as they were delivering it.
Yeah, I had my truck bed and I had to put my tailgate down and I lifted one end up and I took the other end and I had to push it in and then like strapping it all down and everything. It was a good like 30 minutes of loading. Yeah, it was pretty hectic, but we got it. We're good.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, we're good. So, but yeah, this all stemmed from monitors, right?
Yes.
In our guys chat, we're talking about monitors. And you were talking about OLED, having a good OLED monitor. I don't have that. I have the LG gaming monitor from Costco, which is nice. It's got NVIDIA G-Sync. I don't know.
Nice.
It works.
Great monitor. I made terrible life decisions and I bought an ultra wide
That sounds like a great life decision.
until you realize the added costs that come with getting an ultra wide. So, okay. So I have the 55-inch Samsung Neo G9. Um, Wonderful monitor. A stupid life decision to buy this monitor. Because one, it's absurdly heavy. And so I usually have my monitors on a monitor arm. Any old monitor arm is not going to work. You have to buy a heavy duty monitor arm.
Mm.
And it can't be just any old heavy duty monitor arm. It has to be one that is specifically designed to handle this monitor because it is so wide. So I had to get a new monitor. And then because it's 240 hertz at like 8K, you have to have a special cable that is made by Kittens. And so it's this big, thick cable that is running. And when you have it through a monitor arm, it's not just your standard length cable, too. You have to have the extra long length unless your computer is right next to your monitor.
Oh my gosh.
So I had to get that. And then I had to get a stupid graphics card that could push, that could utilize this. And
Oh, yeah, you got to maximize it.
yeah, and no consumer card in the world can do 8K at 240 hertz natively.
Dude, that is on steroids, bro. Oh my gosh.
So so yeah, I had to get a 5090 and I can run the full resolution and the full hertz, but like gaming, unless I'm using DLSS, it's it doesn't even get up near like 60
Oh my
FPS.
gosh.
So I have to
That's
use
wild.
DLSS. And I
Yeah.
know, and everybody out there, I know DLSS is it's not native, but you got to do what you got to do.
Hey, gets the job done. pushes it more,
Yeah.
helps you maximize
So
somewhat.
fake frames to make me feel happy.
Yeah, for sure.
So for anybody that is in the market of that, it is on sale for Black Friday. It's currently $1,000 off. Um, I it's something I enjoy having. I I I regret buying it, but I'd buy it again.
That's an oxymoron in my mind.
Yes, it is. It is.
Do you see my double take there? Wait a
Yep,
sec. I don't know if that makes sense.
it doesn't. This whole monitor doesn't make sense.
But gaming on it is incredible, I'm sure.
It's awesome. I love it. And it works great for productivity too when you're working because it's like two 4K monitors.
Yeah,
Next.
that's right. I remember you saying that in our group chat. It was like it's just so nice to have it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So good news is it's like it's coming on. It's just over 2 years old now. It doesn't feel like it's an old monitor.
Mm, that's great. Yeah. I've got three. Maybe this is overkill. You tell me.
I thought you had six.
Hold on. Hold on. All right. Here we go. Let's do some reveal here. Oh, let's see. Give me a sec. Give me 1 second here. All right. All right. Hey guys, we're gonna go. Here we go. Let's go. Let's do this. So look, I've got this curved monitor here that's 34-inch Dell, and that's nothing special. It's just cool because it's like ultra wide. And
Mhm.
then I have a 30, I think it's a 32-inch. But yes, I had six 32-inchers all right here in front of me. I don't know if I can even do this. So there you are, Ethan.
Oh,
Hey,
hey.
there's one, there's two, and then there is the third. And I used to have three more up above, but now I just have this TV. This is like just like a TV here.
Nice.
But I did have six previously. And then after like 2 years of that, I was like, this is overkill. I was day trading, I will say, but I still did not need that many monitors. But I bought them and it was overkill. I had the freaking massive stand where it's like two huge pillars coming up and they had like arms going out. So I had one monitor, and then two monitors on the side,
Oh,
and it
nice.
was this crazy stand. I ended up I ended up being able to sell it, which was wild. I didn't think
Oh,
anyone was gonna
nice.
buy it, but someone bought it from me, and I was like, "Freak yeah, bro! Take it off my hands. I don't want that." So now I just have arm like arms coming out of my wall. Like I just
Mhm.
attached them to my wall, and then they're just hooked up to my monitors. And even now, I have three 32-inch monitors in front of me, and I'm like, I don't need this. The one in the center, that one is 160 hertz, and the other ones I think they don't go up to that because I don't use them for the gaming. I use the center one for the gaming.
Right.
So yeah. Um, but yeah, it's nice having the three, and I can only imagine having like the ultra wide like you have. It's probably so nice. I think having the three 32 inches is a little too wide. Sometimes I'm like,
Yeah, that's
in
like
my neck.
super, super ultra wide.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
used to rock three monitors.
Hmm.
Um, and and I loved it
Hmm.
because it was like really nice because you could do the um NVIDIA surround where it would link all those monitors and make it feel like it was one monitor.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
So that was cool. But yeah, I agree. Like having to look over to the side monitors, it's a little challenging.
Yeah. Yeah. I was doing like reimbursements for work last night on this computer. This one back here, this is actually my work setup, but I needed to look at like personal expenses on my bank accounts and like having multiple bank accounts up and stuff. It was just easier. Anyway,
Mhm.
but I was going back and forth between like, okay, so this trip I spent that much. Okay, that was in this bank account, and it was like actually hurting my neck. I'm like, this is stupid. But speaking of like the monitors that I have, I did have six monitors. I still do have six monitors. They're just in my basement, not hooked up, and I need to do something with them. So
Need to build
yeah,
a gaming
probably should
PC.
sell them. What'd you
Just build
say?
Just build a gaming PC to hook them all up to.
A one more setup right behind me over here, you know?
Exactly. Gonna have a LAN party in your room.
My kids would love that. Be like, Dad, let's get another setup. Let us play on those games. I have thought about getting like my kids like a mini PC, like
Mhm.
building like mini PCs for them so they could do like schoolwork.
Yeah.
Let's be real though, they're not going to do schoolwork on that. They're going to just have fun and play games.
Yeah.
But it'd be
Oh,
sick to have a setup like that. We already have
that
the
would
monitor.
be. That would be pretty sweet.
Yeah. So that's my monitor situation. Trying to figure it out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, another Black Friday deal that I thought of. So as we're talking about tech, sometimes you need a case to protect your tech. Dbrand, for anybody that knows Dbrand,
Mm.
is having a pretty good sale. So I bought their kill switch for our Switch 2.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
and it makes the Joy Cons a little bit more ergonomic and has an awesome protective case for it.
I
So
remember you first introduced me to D brand a while ago for I think it was phone cases, and I thought they looked really sick.
yeah,
Um, I like how they look, and the designs they have are really cool.
yeah, and their skins that they have for all the different devices that they support, wonderful skin.
I'm gonna look at the Xbox ones right now.
Yeah,
Skin. Okay, here we go. I'm looking at Xbox.
so I got the Icon skin for my Xbox.
Oh, maybe that's what I saw you had when you showed me. Gaming. I have the Series X.
Yeah,
I
I
have
think
se
they still do have that collection that you can buy.
You got the icon for your Xbox?
Hmm. And also my iPad.
Oh, and your iPad.
Yeah, mostly because I have no cell.
It's overrated, bro. Let me look it up.
Yeah, the triple black icons is what is my Xbox is currently wrapped in.
Dude, that's sweet. And then what'd you get for the Switch you said? Kill
The kill
Switch?
switch. Yeah.
For the Nintendo Switch 2, right?
Hmm.
Oh, some of these are so cool. I'm looking for it right now. I like the Obsidian. The Obsidian's clean.
Yeah.
Here, I can show. I don't know if this will show up on users, but this is cool. Here's the Obsidian. Huh?
Yeah. So
Um,
like their Black Friday deal is you get a set of the Obsidian ones,
oh wow.
um, in addition to your purchase.
Dude, are you gonna get one for your ally?
I am, and I did.
Nice. Oh yeah?
Yeah. So I got a kill switch for that as well when that comes. Back ordered at the moment, but
Let's see. I looked for icon, I couldn't see it, but kill switch. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah. So clean. All black.
hmm.
Yeah, I like that. That's so clean. Dude, the controllers for the Switch 2 are sweet.
I know. I love the magnets.
Yes. And I like the back handles.
Yes.
So much better. So much better. You have the ROG Ally, is that right?
Yeah, the Ally X.
Oh, you have the Ally X. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's sick. I love black, dude. I love the black. It's so clean. Like my cars, my trucks, my clothing. I like the all black. It's so nice and clean.
And it's slimming too. So
It
that
is
person
very
like
slimming.
me, I always got to wear black.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I like. Very slimming. Yeah, dude. That's sick. If I were to get one, I would get one. I think I get the Obsidian. There's a couple others that I was liking. I
The
like the
glow in the
Obsidian
dark
because
one is pretty sweet too.
there's a glow in the. Oh, this one. The
Yeah,
glow circuit?
glow circuit. So I have the glow circuit Rubik's Cube from Dbrand that I got that they sent as a gift.
No way.
Yeah.
They said that's so cool. I said as a gift.
Yeah.
That's
When
awesome.
I made a purchase, that was kind of like one of their deals. You they sent me a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, that's cool. I dig that. You know, I probably won't get it for my Series X because I have the Halo edition and I like what it looks
Oh yeah,
like.
you probably shouldn't put that up.
But, because I have no self-control, I also have the Series S. So let's look at the Series S.
The Warzone, that one right there,
Yeah, that
that
one's
one,
sick.
sweet.
Yeah, I do like that one a lot. That one's really cool. What do they call this? Is that typography or is that just kind of like like metalsmithing blades will have like certain designs,
Oh,
What's that actual typography?
what is that called? Damascus.
Damascus, that's right. That's right. When they're that usually comes on like a blade, right?
Mhm.
Damascus. Yeah. 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 That's so cool. Yeah. Yeah, that's a cool design. I like that one a lot too. This is typography right here.
Yeah.
You can see the different points and stuff. Yeah. Dude, Dbrand, I forgot about this company, man. I'm glad you brought it back up. I totally forgot about this. Oh, and I have an iPad too. I like the idea of like getting all cleaned out and decked out.
Yeah. You should strap your iPad too. And
Yeah.
and your MacBook.
Oh, dude, I got the MacBook. You're right. All this, I might have to do this for like stocking stuffers or something. Honestly, I will say my wife uses the MacBook more than I do. I'm trying to think which one I have. I think I have the Air M4. Oh wait, those are actual, let's see, MacBook. I don't have the 15-inch. I have the 13.6.
And then you could also wrap your phones.
Oh, I like that a lot. Ultra matte teardown. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Some of these are clean though. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some shopping on there.
Yeah. So like I first learned about Dbrand, I think about like 10 years ago, when they were just like this really tiny company. Because they sponsored an LTT video. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool that you can wrap things. And so like ever since then, like anytime that I get a new device, I'm like, what can I wrap it in?
That's cool.
From
Yeah,
Dbrand.
totally.
Um, and they have screen protectors that are pretty cool. They've kind of made it idiot proof, so you can do it blind and still screen protect your phone. Pretty cool.
Yeah. Wow. I'm looking at some of them right now. This tank case is sick for your phone. Looks so rugged. It looks so rugged, bro.
Yeah, and I think they even designed it so you can put a skin on the back of it too, so you can still customize your your tank case.
That's cool. Yeah, this is sick. Oh, it's probably not good that you showed this to me. Anyway, yeah, Black Friday. I kind of forgot that it was coming up because I was just like so busy with other stuff. And then in the last 2 days, I've been seeing a little bit more and more of like Black Friday deals. I'm like, oh crap, I forgot Black Friday is this next week.
Uh-huh.
It's not just Friday, it's almost the entire week that people are doing stuff. So
Yeah. I mean, I kind of like that now companies have gone like, hey, let's start our Black Friday sale for Thanksgiving or
yeah,
before. That way it's you don't have to wait till the day after Thanksgiving.
I agree. I agree 100% with that. I actually do like the longer period. You don't feel rushed to get out after Thanksgiving dinner on a Thursday.
Mhm.
And it's nicer just because it's a little bit more casual. You have multiple days to do the shopping. I will say, I feel like growing up, the deals were so much steeper, such
Yes,
better deals growing up.
I agree. Um, yeah, I remember going out after Thanksgiving early Friday morning and going to Best Buy for stuff. And it was a madhouse. Like Best Buy always had at least some police SWAT force out at the front.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah. And I think now they still have some like companies will still do good door busters, and that's like the real deals in my mind.
yeah,
But that's kind of few and far between, you know.
yeah,
So, but you know, and I'd rather have some deals than no deals, I guess.
yeah, me
Right?
too. Because nothing's worse than paying full price and realizing you didn't have to.
Yeah, for sure. So, well, cool. Hope everyone enjoys their Thanksgiving, enjoys their Black Friday week, get some Christmas shopping, holiday shopping in, whatever holiday you're celebrating, get some shopping in. Hopefully you enjoy it and get some tech. Spoil yourself a little bit. Don't forget about yourself. You know,
Yeah,
you gotta have some fun. Get a little tech stuff in your life. Maybe it's a monitor, maybe it's a drone, maybe it's both. Who knows?
all of the above.
All of the above. Maybe a handheld. Let's go.
So, with that in mind, give us a thumbs up if you like this video. That really does help out our channel. If you didn't, that other button does all right as well. Make sure you send this to somebody you dislike. They can use it in their life. As always, ringling that dingling button so you never miss out on any content as it's posted onto the channel. Until next time, stay classy and have a great evening.
Peace.